Hey folks. So I did a Monday video already where I did a box opening, but that one turned into a Thankful Thursday. So you're going to see that Thursday. So for today, I thought we'd have a look at something I've carried for quite a while. I'm sure it's fairly common. That is a SOG Fasthawk. So this is just a light duty little tomahawk style hatchet. Now I've had this one for a number of years and you can see it's somewhat worse for wear. The sheath is a nylon sheath with snaps. Well, that kind of fell out of the back of the Jeep one time and laid in some wet, salty road, snow and slush for a bit, so the snaps all rusted out on it. So I just took some paracord, tied a, well, not paracord, bungee cord, tied a bungee loop here, which is also pretty good if you want to hang it from your belt. And then took some smaller pieces of bungee and wrapped those around here just to hold the sheath on. So there we have it. So it's got your blade on this edge and then kind of like a little hacking breaching tool kind of thing on the edge here. It's a little bit sharp. I sharpened it up a bit. A couple modifications I did. I wrapped some paracord around the top of the handle here as just an area to grip when I want to work with the blade in more fine detail. And I dropped a lanyard here on the end from paracord, tied a diamond knot, Celtic diamond knot at the end of it, and then a sliding diamond knot here. And that allows me to adjust the length of the lanyard depending on where I want my grip to be. I can cinch that up if I want to, or if I want to hold up higher, I can adjust it to be higher. So just a little convenience. And there's lots of videos out there on how to tie the diamond knot on YouTube if you want to reference those. But it's a very handy little gadget. You've got kind of me in words anyways, an area there with some texture to it that works good as a light duty hammer. If you say you want to pound a tent peg in or something like that. It's a very great little camping hatchet. I also use it for some light use harvesting, I've used it to harvest chaga and things like that. So you can see it's pretty banged up. But they're a great little light duty hatchet. If you wanted to carve a tent peg, you can chop that to your desired length. You can shave it to a point. Or if you want to, chop it to a point. And you could probably even, with a little bit of time and effort, do a 7-notch in it. Hello, Mr. Hornet. And then just kind of shave that down in. Good for debarking. There's some hornbeam I picked up yesterday. You just scrape away and debark the wood. Not bad stuff too if you take that in long strips. Break the fibers a little bit and make some cordage with that. If you wanted to, you could probably use it to feather stick. So that'll do you well enough. Can do some, split some kindling. What else we had to play with? You can take some fat wood, probably do some nice fat wood shavings with it. I wonder, something I never tried. I wonder if I can find an edge on here. Strike a ferro rod. Now I'm curious. Let me go grab a ferro rod and we'll try it. Of course, as I went to grab a ferro rod, my camera blew over. Let's just do a little bit more fat wood here. I think a small hawk like this, I just don't seem to see a whole lot of people use them. And I found it to be an extremely handy tool back in the woods. I mean, if I had the choice for an extended stay of carrying a proper hatchet or this, I'd probably go with the proper hatchet because it's going to have a bigger variety of uses. But just a quick trip, if you're camping or something like that, I think these are great gadgets. Now, you need a nice square edge for a ferro rod. I don't think there's going to be enough here. No. You always, of course, have the option to use the blade. What about here? Oh, there's a spark. Oh, I had fire there for a second. It's really windy out here today. It's not ideal, but I am getting sparks with it. Almost. I have a little doubt that eventually I would hit this. Alrighty, my poor phone's taking a beating here because the wind keeps blowing my tripod over, but we're going to give this a go. I try and block the wind. Trying to get some fine stuff in the mix. Oh, come on, wind. you, my friend. All right, let's give this a try. You can definitely get a spark. And be very careful if you do try this, that you don't ride your hand up on the blade accidentally. Almost. Oh, there we go. So we were able to do it. Neat. Wasn't the most preferred way I'd like to do it, but with a good set of gloves on it, wouldn't mind so much. There you go. One more use for the Fasthawk. Anyhow, I think it's a great, underused, underappreciated gadget. Very light, weighs almost nothing, very easy to handle. And maybe, where did I put that? Demonstrate. I'll move this out of the way. Yeah. Demonstrate the hammer aspect of it. Always when hammering anything with a blade, keep the blade away from you. Great thing for pounding a tent stake in and for pulling the moat. Anyhow, folks, there we have it. The SOG Fasthawk. I've used it for years. It's a great little throw in your belt, throw in your pack, handy little hatchet. So I say, you get a chance, they're not expensive, go grab you one. Leave it in your vehicle. You never know when it might come in handy. It's always good to be handy. Y'all take care.